Hey everybody, it's your workout of the day. Today we're going to practice balance. Balance comes in handy with your strength workouts, your yoga, in your life. As we age, we just lose that sense of balance. And as my center of gravity has changed throughout my pregnancy, I haven't felt an issue with balance. And that just goes for different yoga poses that I've done, my inner ear, all that kind of stuff. So I really encourage you to practice balancing every day, and it will help you in your life, literally. So I'm going to take you through this really short balancing sequence that has helped me build up my balancing skills, and I want you to think of it as a strength workout, because balancing comes from the strength in the muscles in our arches, the bottoms of our feet, our ankles, our calves, and that's where we get that burning sensation when we have to come out of the pose. And so just take a moment to spread your toes and ground them down on the floor. So when we grip the ground and we spread the toes, this is called Pada Bandha in yoga. It's the energy of the feet. So now that the toes are gripping down, we grip through all four corners of the feet. I want you to lift your inner arches. And so you'll feel them pull up, and now we almost feel this engagement of the inner thighs and the core as well. So it's becoming this full body exercise, this full body strength move. So really grounding down through your feet and feeling that energy. Maybe you rock forward and backwards a little bit and you shouldn't be able to move. If I came over there and gave you a little nudge, you wouldn't move. You'd stay really strong and firm. So our first balancing pose is half moon. I like to start practicing this and teach people how to get into this with 2 blocks, or maybe you have 2 water bottles or 2 weights turned upright. And we're just gonna place both hands on those blocks. I'm gonna start by grounding down through my right foot and taking that right block about 12 inches forward and diagonal. I'm still using my left hand on this left block. I'm going to slightly bend my right knee and kick that left foot straight back. So I'm pulling my heart forward, pressing through that back heel and flexing that back foot. Now without moving my hands, I'm still holding on. I'm going to open that back hip up. So I'm opening that back hip up. I'm gonna still look down, because when I change my direction of where I'm looking, that's gonna throw my balance off. So if you're just starting out, gently start to remove your left hand and find your left hip. Okay, so this might be where you start, just as long as you can. Keep gripping the ground with your left foot. You're gonna press through that right heel and then start to play with removing that right hand off of that block. Okay, so when you're ready, you can remove that hand from that bottom block completely, and maybe you take that top arm overhead. Now from here, you can stay with both hands on the blocks and start to strengthen those muscles by pulling that left knee in, pressing yourself up, and coming into a variation of tree pose. Starting with that foot, that left toe on the ground, or bringing it right up to your calf or inner thigh from that half moon, and then doing any variation with your arms that you'd like for tree pose. And then just do that as long as you can. And when you fall, and you come out of it. So it doesn't matter the length of time. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Just do it until you can. And so then we'll go to the other side, really grounding through your left foot. We'll find your blocks and kick the right leg back. So now I'm gonna open that right hip, and I'm gonna slowly, while keeping my gaze at one point, take that right hand to my hip and open that upper rib cage. Roll the shoulder on your back. Keep your focal point, and then maybe you start to play around with lifting that left hand off the block, and over time expanding both arms, and over time coming into your tree pose, transitioning into that. And then just staying here as long as you can, gripping the ground with that bottom leg nice and firmly, and shake it out. So our transition is half moon to tree, and just play around with it. This is a great one to do every day. Great for opening and expanding yourself, and also grounding down. So I hope you enjoy it, practice it, and have fun.